is it an alien probe? Like Avi Loeb at Harvard thinks it might be. Right, but he thinks everything is.
As of late, he certainly seems like everything is. Yeah,
he does.
He's pivoted toward that the last few years for sure.
But I think it's impossible that there are not other people in the universe, probably in the galaxy. I mean, almost certainly in the galaxy. Do you know that they've come up now with the fact that there are 3 trillion galaxies?
Okay.
Not 3 trillion stars.
Galaxies.
3 trillion galaxies. And some of them have trillions of stars in them. The Milky Way's got 1 to 400 billion, but some have over 1 trillion stars in them. So you're going to tell me that with all those stars and all those planets orbiting them, there's nobody else out there? Come on. It just doesn't make any sense. Does it? I just can't believe it. Now, I do believe that they look like us. This is what we were arguing about during the break.
Here we go.
I do believe they look like us. I don't think they're the big-headed, bug-eyed creatures
this guy right
with
here?
a teeny little body. Yeah.
Let me get his hands fixed.
And that's because we were created by God, who made us in his image. So I'm sure he made them in his image.
Yes.
Now, you might say, well, maybe they evolved differently. Well, then they wouldn't be in his image,
They would
right?
not be.
So I think if we evolve and that's the process, then he created that process for us to wind up looking like this.
Yes.
Okay.
Fisher?
Okay. Okay, so you're no more.
See, this is a problem. We can't have a conversation with him because when we push, he just gives up in life.
Then he just caves.
And then it's like nothing happened.
Right,
and then we look like buffoons trying to explain.
First of all, it doesn't take me to make you look like a buffoon. So let's just clear that up right now.
Okay.
No, it's even with, but if the evolution, so I mean, if you believe that God is letting you make decisions for yourself,
well, yeah, of course
he is.
Yes,
that's what it is. Then, if he had made those other trillions of galaxies and stars and planets, then the evolution, whether it be ahead or behind us, some of those planets could still be, cave people looking for fire. Maybe the evolution could be to look like a different being just because of the evolution of travel through space, right? I mean,
no,
I
not to me. But I mean, I don't know. Why would the travel through space change?
So hang on a second. Let's noodle this out here because I think Jeffy's kind of got a point here. Have we shut the door on time travel being possible?
I have. I don't.
You have?
Yeah.
I don't buy that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then never mind the rest of my point.
Because I often believe
it doesn't mean I'm definitely right.
Because I often
just
believe
don't.
that I often joked around for years about the aliens actually just being us coming back to see us.
And that's what I was going to say.
My argument for that was that I believe that we should all just wear a helmet, and in that helmet is our computer, our cell phone, everything.
Yeah.
So we're seeing what's going on live.
Well,
we have
that's
access
coming.
to everything.
Probably won't be a helmet, but
okay. Well.
And
All right,
we've already got
but
the glasses that do that, right?
But we need the full thing.
So hold on.
We need the full thing. The glasses make it more difficult. They haven't quite figured out to go from live to computer. You know what I mean? It throws off everybody's equilibrium going from live. But with the helmet, that's a screen that has stuff on it, and you can go back to seeing things live.
So you're saying the look of them is from their helmet?
Yeah,
Is that what
we
you're
see the
alleging?
aliens come back with one eye. That's just a helmet. So why wouldn't their bodies just evolve around that in the future?
No.
I don't.
No.
So
that's
hang
where
on.
you lose me.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Right.
But
No.
Just
No.
hang on though. If we're as close to creation as we have talked about on this show through guests and some evidence and stories, right? That would we not be closer to creation than perhaps if they are time travelers? Which I said, if you don't believe they're time travelers, then that kind of discounts the rest of my point. But if these guys are millions of years in the future, then it kind of feeds into what Jeffy is saying, that they've evolved. Look at how much we're depending on technology now.
Yeah.
And so maybe you need the long fingers to mess with your electronics and your eyes, or I don't know. But I'm just saying that.
But
I'm not completely discounting what Jeffy's saying there.
And I'm not discounting that's what I'm saying. I'm not discounting yours either, because it's either an alien being or it's not.
Or it's not. Right.
And the thing is, it's going to end up being a comet, and it's not going to matter.
Yeah, it hasn't fluctuated its course.
Yeah.
So
and
it's not going anywhere.
You would think it would.
Absolutely. At some point it would, yeah.
If it was alien tech.
And maybe if it slows down to, 110,000, that's when it can make a turn.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say that there's a book, Witness to Roswell, and I've talked to the author of that. And when I started reading that book months ago, I was 50-50 either way on the alien thing, right? You talk to this guy and all the witnesses that he has talked to in and around Roswell, and the people that were related to them. I mean, hundreds of witnesses. And he even puts out the ones that he's discounted. But you're no longer on the fence. And I'm actually talking to him today on my live stream on X for part 2, as we talk about the alien technology that came from that, supposedly. So I think there's a lot there, and I don't think it's just easy to just discount all of this. Something's up. I don't know what the ultimate answer is, but I don't think it's just a bunch of people hallucinating.
Chris has some theories on that.
And I know Fish is going to roll his eyes, because he should have read this on Genesis 1:27-28. And this is where I know, this is why I can't go to the helmet evolving around, the body evolving around the helmet, is because God created man on his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them and said, be fruitful, increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it, rule it over the fish, blah, 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 blah. But then God said, it was good. Everything was good. So if we have to evolve to, let's say, surround the helmet, then that means we're not good. That means that we have to change.
But we're free to make our own choices.
We are, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
we
different,
can
though.
cut body parts. We can do all that stuff. But that's the enemy telling you that you're not good. Because the best thing the enemy can do is attack your image.
Do you also believe that the things that people are seeing are demons or?
I say that's where I was agreeing with Keith. It's some form of a demonic.
Some form of a demonic. Is that like some kind of a nuclear?
I heard it's usually always demonic.
Usually always demonic. Yes, thank you.
I heard him.
Hasn't Paulina Luna said? Paulina Luna.
She sat with
just a bird in the sky.
She sat with Joe Rogan and had this alien talk with Joe. She said she's seen the evidence.
Oh, she was on with
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
She said she's seen the evidence.
She should be on that overnight thing.
Yeah, with Nori.
George Nori.
Except that she knows it.
Yeah.
And never mind.
All right. So anyway, here's what she had to say.
What specifically are you saying? Like, what happened?
To I guess break it down in simple terms is that I think that some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things have, these energy things have.
Energy things? What do you mean?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. I think that they can actually operate through the time spaces that we currently have. And that's not something that I came up with on my own. That's based on stuff that we've seen. That's based on information that we've been told. And then also, too, I think that there's this historical aspect of, this gets into the deeper theories and concepts of religion and I think the history that we currently know, and that kind of spins off into another topic of, you have the modern day Bible, you have this aspect of Bibles or books of the Bible that have been removed that explain and kind of touch on these topics. And I think that we're in a time and age where you have such a vast amount of information that we have access to via social media, via your cell phone, via the internet. And so it's really changing the way that we understand, the origins of life and the spiritual reality that we know.
When you say interdimensional beings, that they know that these are interdimensional beings, how do they know that?
Based on testimony, would be based on witnesses that have come forward. But what I can tell you is
the witnesses just were told that they were interdimensional?
that they've seen things. And what I can tell you without getting into classified conversations is that there have been incidences that I believe where very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space.
That's very vague.
Yeah. So, look.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Look. Have I seen a portal open? No. Have I seen a spaceship? Personally, no. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes. Is there historical significance to this? Yes. Is there multiple events that go back to, I would argue, maybe even before the time of Christ that have documented this in text? Yes. So do I believe that the government has access to certain technology? Yes, to an extent. And I believe that certain contractors potentially have back engineered this tech. I think that that's what can explain the advancements that we're seeing. But I also believe that this is a dangerous level of hidden information from the American people, because if you have an aspect of the federal government, which I can tell you, I, with 2 other members of Congress, were denied access to information at Eglin Air Force Base pertaining to whistleblowers because of the fact, and we can get into that story and what happened at Eglin in a second, but we were denied access and told that we don't have security clearance or the read-in authority on a special access program. That's a problem because I'm supposed to represent and be an investigative body, and you have then people who are unelected that are operating basically in secrecy, and that's a problem.
Yeah. That is a problem. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Is there a number of people who can call out?
It's right there in front of you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
So hang on.
Is Sean Hannity?
We've talked to Ashton Forbes has been all over this stuff with MH370 as far as making things disappear right before our eyes.
Yeah.
And she's talking about this kind of technology.
She's saying we reverse engineered alien tech to get here.
Which is,
right.
Okay.
And so I just don't think it's beyond the realm of possibilities that whatever tech is out there is something that exists if we're to see what has just been uncovered in the last 3 years by Ashton Forbes. But where did it originate from? I mean,
exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the question.
I think it came from the minds of human beings, perhaps via inspiration.
Right. I mean, the flat earthers believe that it's outside of our purview, right? That there's countries outside of where we're at, and those people are coming into our space that we consider aliens.
Yeah.
Okay.